for checking out this article here that I recently wrote. And it's the 4 questions to ask a real estate agent before listing your home. And listen, this is about avoiding any of the home selling headaches. So, first question really should be, what is your COVID strategy? I recently, or my team recently, held a well-attended open house. It was a COVID-friendly open house. And I know sometimes that almost sounds impossible in this market, yet not really for a team that plans it out and knows what they're doing. The home was on a tight road in Auburn, Mass., and one of the team members assisted with parking. Another team member had brought groups to the front of the door, front of the house. We actually had a line on the street. And then what would happen is the team member would bring the people through the house, out the back door. Then we would let the next person in the front door. So everybody involved wore masks. There was hand sanitizer on almost every single countertop throughout the house as they were walked around. The windows were kept open. The doors were open. Guys, we were there for almost 8 hours. We had 60 groups of people through the house. The process really was streamlined for what it was. Our real estate colleagues were floored. One home buyer actually mentioned how safe she personally felt. She said that your open house made me feel safe, and she thanked us. By the way, we received 15 offers on a property. We ended up with over $20,000 above asking price. So here's what I would say. Safety comes first. So when an agent holds the health of everyone involved in the highest priority, it's not just good safety, but it's good business. So precautions matter. So if you're going to hire an agent, make sure that you find an agent that has a great strategy for COVID and what's happening right now. Another thing you want to be cognizant of is an agent part-time or full-time? Real estate is a time-sensitive business. With a great agent, you can have peace of mind that comes from knowing that when a buyer calls, the agent's either going to pick up the phone or call back extremely fast. See, full-time versus part-time is an important consideration because underneath the obvious, a full-time is better. Because he's full-time, well, this question sets the stage for a lot of other questions. What's the strategy for follow-up, right? Will the agent be available to deal with emails, buyer inquiries, other agent inquiries, returning calls? So in my 18 years in real estate and being a coach, the number of opportunities I've seen lost due to clumsy follow-up and lack of follow-up altogether, it just amazes me. And this should never happen to you if you're going to be hiring an agent. So this is a low inventory market. It's especially important to have an agent who has the time dedicated to your sale. Full-time agents have more time to offer. Most often that makes them a better choice when selling a home. I mean, it doesn't mean, listen, that there are some part-time agents that have a good strategy. But what I'm saying is you should really look at that strategy ahead of time, talk to them about their strategy, and figure out if they really do have a great way to organize their schedule in their calendar. Does this agent respond quickly? Because we know in this arena, you have minutes, not hours, not days to follow up with leads. The third strategy or thing you want to consider is fee structure. So, it's not just turnkey. Everybody charges the same. I know a lot of people say, well, I don't want to pay 6% to sell my house or 5%. Listen, it's how much will your agent net you should be the more important question, right? The question goes deeper than dollars. It's about brokers. It's about how much you can put in your pocket. So our team uses what's called a variable rate commission structure. This means if there's not another broker involved and we don't have to take both sides of the commission, then we take a lesser fee and we handle both sides of the transactions, okay? So this is not your traditional split with another broker. One thing I like to say to people is, hey, we charge 3% and let's decide how much we want to pay the other agent. And what we want to do is really sit down and put a strategy together so that you make the most profit from the sale. The other thing you want to know about our agreement is that we don't hold hostages. So we offer the 28-day listing guarantee, meaning if you're not 100% satisfied with our services after 28 days, then hey, you can give us a call. We'll jump on the phone. If I can't make it right and you don't feel comfortable, then you can tear up our agreement and go on about your separate ways, and we'll do a COVID elbow bump if we have to. Okay. I'll tell you, I've been doing this for, like I said, 18 years. I've been doing this guarantee for about 8 years now. And I think out of hundreds of sales, there's been one person that we just weren't able to, I'll take responsibility, but ultimately that's happened one time. Somebody's walked away. We're very confident in what we do. We really want to offer the highest level service we possibly can. And we want your business, future business, we want your referrals, and we want your repeat business. So we're going to do everything we can to make sure that happens. The final thing is, are you a realtor? So the R, I hope you go back and read this article. It's a little different than what I'm talking about right now. It's the same, context or content, just in a little bit of a different context. But what I want you to know is the R it's a representation by the National Association of Realtors. It's a distinction that makes a big difference to you. The NAR is an authority on all things real estate in the U.S., and it holds its members to the highest standard. It was formulated in 1908, and the association is built around ethics, continuing ed, and best practices. A realtor that has this credentials, you're working with somebody that's taking it very serious and somebody that's operating at the highest level. So again, I would just ask, hey, are you a realtor? And a lot of them will say yes, because they're not even 100% sure what that means. A realtor means, are you a member of the National Association of Realtors? My friends, I just want to say I appreciate you listening to this. You can check out the full article if you go to davidihill.com/4 questions to ask a realtor. Again, davidihill.com/4 questions to ask a realtor. I'll also attach a link below this. And here's the other thing. We'd love to offer you a no obligation home audit. This is when we come out, we go through the whole property, we leave, and you don't owe us any obligation, but here's what I would say. At the end, you're going to have a nice report. You're going to be a lot more educated on the process. You're going to know what you need to do to get the house ready for sale. You're going to have a good understanding of your neighborhood and also local market trends. So you're going to be a more educated client, and that's what our goal is. And then if you choose to hire us, fantastic. But either way, you're going to be a more educated client. So you can call me 774-696-3656. Feel free to email me. My email's right on here, or just go to book.davidihill.me, book.davidihill.me. You can book a 15-minute appointment, and we'll jump on a Zoom together, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks again for watching this, and let me know what we can do to help.